เลินเพลินเพื่อเชิญรานคนรักงานต่างประเทศบายPTipสวัสดีค่ะเราเจอกันวันนี้เป็นวันอังคารที่9กุมภาพันธ์2564เป็น EP ที่36นะคะใน EP ที่35ชื่อเรื่องว่า Knowing Fulbright Knowing Me You and Us พี่สรุป Essence เป็น3เรื่องนี้นะคะข้อ1ทุน Fulbright มีหลายประเภทมีที่ให้กับผู้เชี่ยวชาญอาจารย์อเมริกันมาร่วมมือกับสถาบันอุดมศึกษาและก็หน่วยงานต่างๆของไทยค่ะข้อ2ผู้รับทุนชาวอเมริกันเห็นคุณค่าการสร้างเครือข่ายและการร่วมมือเกินกว่าทุนค่ะข้อ3เป้าหมายร่วมของ Fulbright ก็คือการเข้าใจมุมมองของตนและผู้เกี่ยวข้องจากโอกาสต่างๆที่ได้รับนะคะ Every time I start with 3 learning points getting from the previous episode. Last time, our American scholar and specialists who shared have stressed the value of Fulbright grants that offer not only academic and cultural experiences, but also networks within and across other Fulbright programs available for Americans. This episode I call Great Fulbright Opportunities for Young American. EP นี้จะพูดถึงโอกาสที่ให้กับน้องๆรุ่นหนุ่มสาวที่สนใจทำวิจัยในไทยหรืออาจจะอยากมาสอนภาษาอังกฤษนะคะแล้วก็ย้ำอย่างเคยค่ะประโยชน์เกินกว่าแค่การได้ทุนค่ะ Young Americans who are very interested in the Fulbright programs should explore these particular 2 programs Fulbright Thailand offers.The first is Fulbright U.S. Student Researcher Program, and the second is English Teaching Assistantship Program, or ETA. We administer both programs with the Institute of International Education, or IIE, in New York.The Student Researcher Program is quite open in terms of the proposed fields of study, as it all depends on applicants to write a project that makes good sense to do in Thailand, and that it will benefit both countries, as always, Thailand and the U.S. It also requires more discipline of the grantees to plan well for the expected outputs to be seen.I learned then that thinking behind this program was really nice because they want the younger graduates to explore what their passion was through research on specific issues of their interest then. I really love this idea and how I wish Thailand could initiate some similar programs like this. Definitely.Our alums under this particular program have made a lot of achievements in their lives. Some have followed on what they have done during the Fulbright year. And recently, actually, I just saw from Facebook that Leslie Woodhouse has already published a book entitled Woman Between Two Kingdoms, Dara Rasami and the Making of Modern Thailand. I'm very happy for her and as always feel so proud of Fulbright.For this episode, I have asked Ravi Nanakul to talk about his project on Muay Thai or Thai boxing. His project hit me hard when I learned much more from him about lives of the Thai boxers and those involved. Ravi is now Amazon.com product manager, reliability and maintenance engineering in Seattle. Let me now present to you Ravi Nanakul.
Hi, my name is Ravi Nanakul.I am a U.S.-born Thai American. I speak Thai. พูดภาษาไทยก็ได้ครับ My Thai is probably about the equivalent of maybe a 6th grader, maybe 8th grader. I'll choose to speak in English. I was a Fulbrighter in 2008 to 2009 in ethnomusicology.And my subject expertise was Thai kickboxing. It was actually the sports psychomusicology of Thai kickboxing, which means how music affects sports performance. And my specialty was doing the conservation of beat Muay, which is the music that's played along while Thai kickboxers fight.So why did I choose Fulbright? It was actually kind of an accident. A professor of mine, when I was in college, I was doing a music psychology kind of degree. So I had an undergrad in music composition, one in psychology as well. And he said, hey, like there's this music research grant. It was actually the MTVU Fulbright grant. And I applied for it. And it was this idea of, hey, I want to go study how music affects sports performance. And remember, this is 2008. iPods and music while you work out were just becoming popular, but they weren't fully mainstream yet. And how do we study this? Well, let's go back to an art form that's had music played along with it for over 100 years. And so the Fulbright, I didn't get it the first time, and I heard about the academic Fulbright, and I thought, hey, someone is willing to give me money to go to Thailand and do kickboxing and play music for a year. That seems pretty cool. And so off I went. On a more serious note, it was kind of an interesting thing where I could go back, quote-unquote, home. I've always been kind of a child of both cultures. I don't really feel entirely American. I don't really feel entirely Thai. Why did I choose Muay Thai? I have been doing kickboxing at that point for, I think, maybe 8 years. I've done Chinese kickboxing. At the time, I hadn't done Thai kickboxing yet. There's a lot of overlap between Muay Thai and Chinese kickboxing, but I just really wanted to do kickboxing, but also understand Thai kickboxing, understand Thailand. Like I said, this was kind of a going home thing for me. I hadn't been home or back to Thailand for, I don't know, maybe 10 years by the time I got to go back. And I don't think I realized it at the time, but it was a way to study something that I knew that was a piece of Thailand, meaning the martial arts, but learning Thai culture in a different way. Not learning it through what my parents said or my family, but taking this thing of Thainess that no one else in my family does and learning it on my own. And also the fact that it was so unique. So the overall application process for a Fulbright, it was actually kind of daunting at first, but then I looked at how many people apply to Thailand. Granted, you were looking at this perspective of U.S. to Thailand. I remember my year, there were 28 applications the year before, and 4 people got it. So looking at the numbers, I thought, okay, that's not bad. That's better than medical school chances. The best advice I got, though, with the application process was through one of my advisors, and it was write a project that no one else could do. And the grant that I wrote was specialized in that there are not many Thai Americans that are kickboxing coaches that also have a degree in music and psychology. And so it was such a distinctly unique project that no one else could do it. And I think that really gave me the confidence to apply and go through my interviews, in that it wasn't just an interesting project. It was, hey, if we don't do this, what's the chances that we might be able to do this again later on? What I learned the most about Fulbright, or going on this, there are two parts. I would say one around Thai kickboxing itself and Muay Thai is that in Thai culture, and not just, this isn't unique to Thai culture, that we often don't really appreciate what we have. And going into Thailand, I didn't realize what a low-class sport it was respected as. And I'll give you an example of that. In Thai culture, showing skin or nudity is very frowned upon. Except if you're a Thai kickboxer, it's okay for you to go run without a shirt, right? if you have Muay Thai shorts on and I go running out there, totally okay. But if I was wearing anything else, like a soccer jersey, and I was running, it would be less of a, there would be some people noticing or not liking that. And so coming in, I didn't realize that this sport that is highly respected outside of Thailand, this art, internally, I spent my time with poor people for the most part. And going from my home university of Chula and my family, they're considered upper class. Chula is the best university. It was very strange for the people I work with to see this kind of, I don't know, you call it high soul or academic person with them. And so learning to appreciate something that Thai culture has, or learning to appreciate what one has to offer, was very profound to me. Again, we always look for what we don't have, right? We always think about the money or the job that we don't have yet. We never think about what we have right now might be something that someone else wants or someone else really values. And the other part of it was I got to learn about my Thai culture. I go back and forth. I got to spend time with family. I got to connect with different people. The Fulbright alumni that I met there are lifelong friends. And I think for a lot of Thais, if you're a Thai citizen listening to this, once you leave Thailand or you leave your home country and go to another, it opens up another door. And I found myself not really being able to identify with Thais that only stayed in Thailand. My only friends ended up being other Thais that had left Thailand and come back. And it was because they understood my struggle of seeing the outside world and coming back and trying to fit into the culture of Thailand or the social norms. And so I encourage you, if you can, go to another country or apply for Fulbright to have that experience, because I think it'll help you appreciate what you have in your life now and the culture that you're in, but also open your perspective to a whole new world, and it will challenge your perspective. But I think by doing that, you can bring another perspective, bring something more into the world that you have around you, be it returning to Thailand or moving to another country or another place. Fulbright for me was probably one of the most important things I've ever done. I highly encourage you to apply. Again, just don't worry about being the best with your application, but crafting the application that only you could do. Writing something that someone could listen to and think, wow, I don't think anyone is more qualified and more unique to do this than anyone else. All right, thank you so much for your time.
ขอบคุณรวีสุดๆเลยค่ะ appreciate your sharing มากๆนะคะ I myself learned a lot more and I love what your advisor told you to write a project that no one else could do. Your project was very unique with the combination of kickboxing, music, and psychology. And this is what potential applicants should pick up and think hard when planning to apply for a Fulbright research grant. Ravi learned more about class in Thailand. คนไทยอาจจะไม่ค่อยนึกถึงด้วยซ้ำค่ะ And another key point that I like to stress here is that Ravi added that leaving one's own country means open another door, not only to share and widen our own perspective, but also to learn to appreciate what we already have in our culture. I'd say that this is the precious learning we get from quality exchange programs like Fulbright and quality planning along the way. ขอโฆษณาแถมไปเลยนะคะ Now comes another great program for young Americans, which is called English Teaching Assistantship Program or ETA. IIE helps recruit for us and send a shortlisted qualified candidates for the board to select. I think on the whole, we definitely have wonderful ETAs. When I was in New York in 2018, it was lovely to meet some of them. One came just to say hello because he couldn't stay on for dinner, and that touched me very much, and I felt really thankful to all. For this episode, I asked Gracie Rever, who organized this little get-together then, to talk about her ETA experiences. Gracie is currently working as a client executive as a global learning and development organization called Mind Gym in London. Gracie was an ETA in a school in the northeast of Thailand. Here she is ค่ะ
My name is Gracie Raver, and I was a Fulbright English teaching assistant to Thailand in 2011 to 2012. I decided to apply for the grant to Thailand my final year of university. I was looking for an opportunity to not only explore a new culture, but also get involved in a local community to support education, discovery, and mutual learning, all things that are important to me. I knew very little about Thailand when I began my application. The Fulbright program supports many different kinds of grants and to many different places around the globe. So I worked closely with my professors to figure out which option might be best for me, which meant spending lots of hours researching and self-reflecting. But I have to be honest, I think I ultimately decided to apply to Thailand because of my love of Thai food, and I was certainly not disappointed. I'll never forget the day in April 2011 when I received news from a woman named PTip that I had been selected. I think it was one of the happiest days of my life. I remember excitedly calling my family and all of us gathering around the computer to figure out where this region called Isan was on a map. I remember thinking it looked very brown. The year I spent as an ETA at Young Talat Witayakan in Kalasin was unlike anything I expected and truly exceeded my expectations. I had a wonderful teacher, Pimu, and a group of PP who made sure I was comfortable, but also helped me learn more about Thai culture and its education system along the way. I'll always be grateful for all of their wisdom and support. But working with and getting to know the Thai students was one of the best, most rewarding parts of the year. The amount of curiosity, joy, laughter, and teamwork the students brought to the classroom was unforgettable. And even if they didn't always want to do their English homework, the creativity, resourcefulness, and play they brought with them every day was impressive. They taught me to try to bring the same energy to the work I do, and to not take life so seriously all the time. Even though my time as an ETA was almost 10 years ago now, I still hold Thailand and Fulbright TUSEF close to my heart. In the years since, I've taken my sister to see Thailand for her first time, stayed in close contact with my host teacher, who even flew all the way over to the US to come to my wedding, and gotten to meet up with other Fulbright alum around the world, including in England where I live now. I can't speak highly enough of the Fulbright ETA. It's an experience that truly shapes me as a person and a program I hope will always be a part of building strong Thai-US relationships.
ขอบคุณ Gracie มากๆเลยค่ะ I like to add a little bit more about Gracie. Her love of Thai food was proven. กินปลาร้าได้เก่งมากพี่ยังไม่สามารถกินได้ขนาดนั้นเลยค่ะ And I also recall one little story that Gracie told me. She said she was doing FaceTime, I think, with her parents, and then she started by doing why the way Thai people greet each other, and that was so cute. And her parents were wondering what she was doing. And that was one of the great ways to become the Thai ambassador. And she has done it well. Teachers, students at her school, us at Fulbright Thailand, plus an ex-executive director like me, she has created the beautiful and strong bond still today. And I think if time allows, I'm sure Gracie could have talked about her post-ETA's role as she stayed on to be our temporary program coordinator, TPC, and worked closely with a new batch of ETAs. She also helped us organize a mid-year enrichment workshop for American Fulbright students and scholars in Southeast Asia. Gracie is one of the alums who knows a lot about Fulbright Thailand, what we have done, what we have to do, and hope young Americans who are looking for new opportunities will consider this program and the student researcher program as well. มา reflect กันตามเคยค่ะ reflection times for our listeners ฟังแล้วมีอะไรที่สะกิดใจบ้างหรือเปล่าคะมันคืออะไรแล้วถ้าเราเป็นคนอเมริกันเราสนใจ2โปรแกรมนี้ไหมหรือเราเป็นไทยเราสนใจมากเราจะจัดมันเลยเอาไหมคะทำยังไงดีคะขอบคุณที่ตามฟังแล้วพบกันวันอังคารหน้าค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ